To test, make sure you have your circuit unfurled in a straight line. Check that there are no short circuits by making sure that your wiring does not cause a bridge across the part of the LED, which can cause overvoltage in other parts of your circuit. This connection is okay. Also make sure it's not too loose by just rubbing a little bit, and if it feels firm and tight, then that's okay. If it feels loose, you need to re-thread the connection. This connection is unsatisfactory. There's a chance for a bridge here, so this two legs need to be pulled further apart. This is now better. Get out your transformer and make sure the power is off. Get one red wire and one black wire, red for positive and black for negative, to avoid confusion. Attach the red wire to the red terminal of DC and the black wire to the negative terminal of DC. For each end of the cable, attach an alligator clip. Now, make sure you have correctly aligned your LED so that positive faces all in the same direction and negative all faces in the same direction too. Once you have your circuit wired up and in a straight clear line, now make sure this is turned down to the lowest value, turn on the power and raise this gradually to check that it works. Now keep in mind that even though this says 6 volts and we should be able to deliver 9 volts to the circuit, this is not very accurate and it might be out by even 1 or 2 volts. So if it works at 6 volts, great, but now test it on this device over here, which gives an accurate reading of voltage and is more reliable for determining whether the circuit works at 9 volts. For this circuit, same thing again, connect the circuit to the leads, making sure that you maintain a fairly straight line to avoid shorts. Now I'm ready to test. Make sure this is turned all the way down to the minimum, so I turn it anti-clockwise. Now turn on the power at the back. Okay, so I will slowly turn up the dial until I get to 9 volts to make sure the circuit still works. So it started to glow at about 7 volts and now I turn up to 9 volts. So it works at 9 volts. Good. Don't forget to turn the dial down for the next group and turn it off. When glue gunning, make sure you have a heating mat with a few sheets of newspaper on top. And to prevent your glue attaching to the newspaper, it's always good to do your gluing on top of some kind of piece of plastic, and that way we don't get any newspaper bound to your glue. Put your LED on top of some clear plastic like this and do your glue gunning. Make sure you cover all exposed parts of the metal with glue. And it's a good idea to have more glue, especially at the top part of your LED, so you get more diffuse lighting. Wait for the glue to dry and harden, and then add more glue as needed. Do not glue gun your end of your cables. You'll need this to connect to your other circuits. When not using the glue gun, put it away like this until you're ready to use it again. If you're finished using glue gun, make sure you turn it off. Now you can take off the dried plastic, and so you can coat the other side. Don't forget to glue gun the other side too. To add more special effects to your LED, you can add some of the waste glue, clean waste glue, and bind it in. And before you combine this circuit with the rest of your art, make sure it works again by testing it. And we can clearly see the effect of adding a lot of glue at the top of the LED bulb, we can see the diffusion of light is superior to those with less glue.